My Sweet Home. The early humans lived in the caves. They also lived on the branches of trees. They did not know how to make houses. Their natural shelters protected them from dangerous animals and rough weather. With the passage of time, humans learned to make houses using mud, clay, bamboos, etc. They also learned to make houses of woods. Later, they learned to use clay and stones to make walls. Roofs were built using wooden logs, stones, and dry grass. Houses in olden days. After the invention of bricks, humans began to make big and beautiful houses. These bricks were baked in the fire. The houses made of bricks and mud were big, beautiful, and strong. You can still see ruins of such houses in many parts of India. With the invention of cement and iron, humans began to make strong houses. These houses consisted of many rooms, kitchen, bathroom, toilet, etc. Since most of the families during that period were joint families, they needed a big house. These houses were simple with a lot of green space in and around them. The roofs were high, which helped the houses to remain cool. They were 1 or 2 stories high. Besides, most houses were built around a courtyard with windows overlooking it. These houses were very good for health purposes. Houses of today. Today, houses of various designs are made. Most of the houses are small, consisting of 2 to 4 rooms. Nowadays, most families are small. Joint family system has been replaced by nuclear family system. In big cities, population has increased manifolds, but the space is limited. Therefore, multi-story buildings can be seen here. These buildings have many small independent houses called flats. Let us study about some of the houses of modern time. Houses in villages. Most of the houses in villages are thatched mud huts. People make these houses using mud, straws, bamboos, trunk of the trees, etc. They are called kacha house. However, rich people of the villages also make pakka houses using bricks, cement, wood, steel, etc. Houses in cities. In small cities, pakka houses of 2 or 3 stories are found. These houses are made of cement, bricks, wood, steel, glass, etc. A big independent house called bungalow can also be seen here. In big cities, houses of various shapes and sizes are found. You can see skyscrapers, multi-story buildings, and apartments in big cities. To accommodate a large population in a limited area, high-rise buildings are made. These multi-storied buildings are called apartments. These apartments have many flats. Some people live in chawls. But people do not get all kinds of facilities here. Many people live in just a small room of these chawls. Slums. Rapid population growth has increased the demand for more houses. Cities have tall multi-storied buildings to meet this demand. But these houses are very expensive in cities. Thousands of people come to cities in search of jobs such as construction workers, rickshaw pullers, domestic helper, factory workers, rag pickers, etc. They cannot afford to buy a house or get it on rent. So they make a house for them on a vacant open land. For making the house, they use whatever material they can gather like plastic, tin sheets, waste materials, etc. This results in the formation of unauthorized colonies in the city, which are called slums. Slums are not approved by government. Housing facilities such as toilets, drinking water, electricity, etc. are not present in these areas. Conditions here are very unhygienic. Crime rate and diseases are also very high here. Since these slums are breeding grounds for rats, flies, mosquitoes, etc., many dangerous diseases can spread here. Our government is now working for the upliftment of the people living in the slums. Building materials. Natural material like stone, clay, plant leaves and fibers were the only materials available to the first human beings who built houses. Today, even glass can be used to make the walls of a building. Timber or wood is one of the oldest building materials used by human beings. Like bricks and stones, wood allows air and moisture to pass through it. The air is filtered as it passes through the timber. That is why these building materials, which were used thousands of years ago, are still used today. Bricks are one of the most important materials used to build houses. They are made by molding clay into rectangular blocks. These blocks are then hardened by burning in a kiln or oven. Walls of buildings are made of bricks which are stuck to each other by cement. Brick walls are plastered with a mixture of lime, cement, sand and water to make them smooth. When the plastered walls become clean and dry, they are painted in different colors to make the rooms beautiful. The floor of a house is laid with bricks and cement. It is then covered with concrete, stones, tiles or wood. The roof of a house can be made with tin sheets, concrete, stones or tiles placed on a network of metal rods. People who build houses. Architect draw the plan of a house. Based on the plan, masons build the house by using bricks and stones. Carpenter make the doors, windows and wooden cupboards. Plumber fits the pipes for water supply, taps and other fixtures in the toilets and kitchen. Electrician fits the wires, fans and lights. Painters paint both the inside and outside wall of the building. No more. The National Stadium in Beijing, also known as the Bird's Nest, is the world's biggest steel construction. It has twig-like structural elements. Points to remember. A house protects us from heat, cold, rain and dangerous animals. The early man lived in the caves and on the branches of trees. Modern houses are small but of various designs. Most of the houses found in villages are thatched mud huts. In small cities, pakka houses of 2 or 3-story buildings are found. In big cities, multi-story buildings are found. These buildings have many small houses.